Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready. Change to stop. Hey, Sam on. Check. Go.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got him. Leo. Check out 3. Hey, Echo. Mike 51. Hey, let's get this. 51's the mic, boy. Hey, Charlie. I'm on. 51's the mic.
From the gun, Lawrence. He finds Taylor, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards.
Set up. 8, read. 52. Quit talking about it and bring it. Patrick. Greystone, Travis. Hey, high 7. Check 25. Check 25. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run with Taylor. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, exit. 552, 552. Now.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Set, 30 base. 6-6, bullet, go.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Got it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lawrence. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. So let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go. Switch. Hey, lock it. Rush in.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Look at me, zipper.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up,
Five.
Throwing on first down. Clifford, quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You better be a pilot. 64. We.
I got motion man. Me. I got this.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Let's make these babies proud.
Go.
Let's make these babies proud, boy.
Hey, team 6.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Speak them.
2nd and 4. Complete to Hilton. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Ready.
On the draw, this is Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
10-2 start. 5.
In your face.
Hey.
Go now. 59 Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch the shift. Hey,
Alpha.
watch the shift. Mike 5'9". Let's go one more. Mike's 59. Hey, watch the ball.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So first down carry for Smith. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Broncos 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Leo!
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
You draw Corker. We got 5.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
132 fighter.
Check 24, check 24. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
You're out. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
On the ready.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Snap.
From the gun, Clifford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now Sanders. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Mike's 59.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
That's right, baby. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Back to throw. Lawrence airing it out for Hamilton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo. Go.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 40.
Hey, Haywood.
Check.
The final shot before break. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
On
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, check. 59.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
You must be dreaming.
Hey, high 7.
Defense wins champions.
Go.
Throwing again. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
I'm coming after you. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. They complete it to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You ready?
Mike 20.
We own it. We own
Hey! Hey, orbit.
Mike 20. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, defense.
Fight.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go. Be driven.
On 1st down, Lawrence looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking to throw. Clifford. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, check. 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you. Man, I got you. Take 4, take 4.
X3, 218, chop, get it.
Here's Taylor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Lawrence. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, Alpha.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Switch up. Switch up. 97's the mic. 97's
Yeah.
2nd down and inches. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky.
Smooth. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Hey, zoom.
Mike, check. 59.
Check tight.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Clifford. That one complete to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bravo.
Mike 20.
Get it.
From the gun, Clifford. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Clifford. He's got it to Hilton. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Don't get nervous.
Back to the Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Clifford, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now this throw caught left side. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith trying to run for it. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. 2nd and 6. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. There we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Go! Get him, you got him! Hey, exit!
59's Mike, check, 59. What's the curl? Mike, check, 59.
You get it!
On 4th down, Clifford, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, let's go. You better breathe. You let me know right now.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Look at me! Go! Shoot!
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Out obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike's 59.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Mike, check. 59.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clifford, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I don't think you got it, sir. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
On 3rd down, Clifford. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
59. Target. Check 3.
Hey, seam 6. 59.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his year.